I played over 70 games of Wild Imbue Mage. You can see the results here. 54-17 with a 76% win rate. I'm going to talk about everything that I've learned while playing this deck. General game plan for the deck, we want to take our hero power and turn it into a game-ending threat. In the early game, we would want to look for cards like Wildfire, Bitterbloom Knight, as well as Spirit Gatherer to begin buffing our hero power. Then as we move into the mid to late game, we're going to focus on using that hero power to be able to clear our opponent's board as well as dealing face damage. You're going to notice two legendaries at the top end of the deck here, Genelay as well as Mordresh. These cards are by no means required to play this deck. If you don't have these legendaries, don't worry about it. The deck will work just fine without them. General mulligan for the deck, we're going to be looking for Wildfire, Bitterbloom Knight, Spirit Gatherer, and if you're on the coin, you can probably consider keeping Flutterwing Guardian as long as you have maybe one of these earlier turn plays. We're going to start off turn one with the Wildfire. Start buffing our hero power. One of our goals with the deck is we want to get that hero power as big as possible. We're going to follow it up with a Spirit Gatherer. It's already going to be 2 buffs on our hero power. Feeling really good about this game so far. Opponent starting to ramp. And we could actually just tempo out the sing-along buddy, but I think I like the card draw more in this situation, so I'm going to go ahead and play the Divination on the Wisp. We're looking for additional ways to be able to imbue our hero power, and one of the things that you're going to notice is when I played the Spirit Gatherer, I kept the Wisp in hand because I had the Divination in hand. I don't want to put that Wisp out, risk it dying, and then not being able to play the Divination on it. We can create additional Wisps with our hero power, but that is going to come at the cost of 2 additional mana. Our opponent coins out the Guff. Likely this is going to be a Druid that's playing some very powerful late game cards. They're just going to be looking to ramp to be able to get enough mana to do their powerful stuff. Pretty straightforward here. We're going to get down the Flutterwing Guardian, again just looking to buff our hero power. And the 4/4 body with Divine Shield is actually surprisingly resilient as well. Our opponent is going to continue to ramp here. We also see the Seabreeze Chalice coming out. And interestingly enough, our opponent choosing to ramp rather than play Seabreeze Chalice 2 more times to be able to clear our 4/4. So they must have something pretty compelling in hand. We're just going to get down the Wisp Rider here. It's going to continue to buff our hero power, and we're going to push a little bit of damage face. We see additional ramp coming out from the Druid. They have a ton of mana now. And Spreading Plague comes down. So this is exactly what we're hoping to see when we're playing Imbue Mage. We like it when our opponent has lots of minions on the board. Hero power currently at 4 damage. And I'm really just going to look to set up lethal next turn. I'm going to imbue the hero power again. That's going to be at 5 damage. And I think I'm just going to drop the spell power minion here as well. And I'm going to bump into some of these 1/5s. I don't want to kill any of their minions. More minions on the board is going to be good for us for our Reckless Apprentice Sing-Along Buddy combo. And I'm just going to go ahead and get a hero power this turn, I believe. Continue to chip away at the health of some of these minions. I kind of get the feeling, based on the way that our opponent has played, that they are not going to trade their taunt minions into our minions. They're kind of hoping that they're going to be a wall that'll prevent us from being able to hit face. But with so many minions on the board, the Reckless Apprentice Sing-Along Buddy combo with a 7 damage hero power, it's just game-ending damage. How much damage is it? I don't know. What do I look like? Some kind of nerd? But there's literally no way that we don't just win the game by playing the Reckless Apprentice Sing-Along Buddy. Get down the Sing-Along Reckless Apprentice. And now we have our opponent stuck in animation purgatory as all of these hero powers goes off, but you can see this is just an insane amount of damage. Really impossible to calculate without some type of device that does the math for you how much damage is actually going to be coming out here. It's going to be 6 total enemy characters times our hero power times 2 with the Sing-Along Buddy. and that's how much damage our hero power is shooting here. Literal infinite damage. Mulligan here, we're just looking for our early imbue cards or possibly a wildfire, so I'm going to keep the Bitterbloom Knight. And unfortunately, the rest of our hand is going to be a little bit heavy here, so we're going to be hoping to top deck something playable after we get down that Bitterbloom Knight. I'm going to hold on to the Fire Eater. You're going to notice that the buff from this card only applies to the current turn, so we could tempo it out as a 1/1, but I think I would probably rather save that effect for a hero power a little bit later in the game, just to make sure that we actually get the benefit from it. Our opponent playing some type of Pirate Rogue here. Looks like they're going to be a pretty aggressive deck. The good news is our deck is going to be good at dealing with these 1 health tokens, simply because of our hero power and its ability to be able to hit a lot of different minions on the board as we continue to buff it. Additional pirates coming down from our opponent here. And hand's still a little bit heavy. I think the pretty obvious play is going to be to Fire Eater and Hero Power. And I'm going to wait to attack with my minion to see where these hits go. And we actually get the full board clear here. We'll be able to push damage face. So feels like we've established board control at this point. And we're just going to be looking to make sure that we don't take too much damage from our opponents as we continue to push damage of our own. Secret Passage coming out. Rogue, of course, well known for drawing a lot of cards. And they've drawn a weapon from their deck, so it kind of makes me wonder, is this going to be a Kingsbane deck? Or if they're just drawing the piratey rogue weapon, the Cutlass, I think it's called. Probably just want to go maximum tempo here, so I'm going to go ahead and play out both of these minions, as well as go ahead and hero power. We do see that the 3/1 dies, and then we're going to push damage face. And we see the weapon buffing pirate, and it is going to be a Kingsbane deck. A deadly poison, and a second deadly poison. So our opponent's weapon is getting very big very quickly. We're just going to be looking to, again, keep their side of the board clear. We don't want their minions to be able to hit us. And we want to be able to push as much damage as possible. Reckless Apprentice, the pickup here. Our hero power just isn't really doing a whole lot of damage just yet. It's still at just 1 damage. Gonna take some trades. And then I'm gonna go ahead and play the Wisp Rider. Hopefully we clear both of these minions with the hero power. We do get 1. Take the trade with the 1 attack minion. And push damage face. Additional pirates going to be coming down from our opponent, and they're going to clear our biggest minion with the Eviscerate. If they're spending an Eviscerate on a minion on the board, I feel like that's a good sign for us. They don't have enough damage to be able to set up a 2-turn lethal. So we should be in a relatively good spot here. Sing Along Buddy, the pickup. I don't think I want to hold Reckless Apprentice until turn 7 so that I can play the combo. Probably not going to get a better Reckless Apprentice than what we have right now in this particular game, so I'm just going to go ahead and play it, and then hero power with my remaining mana. Do as much damage as we can and try to set up lethal for next turn. And you can see here, I believe our opponent is going to be at 2. And so pretty highly likely that with just sing-along hero power, we would be able to find lethal here. Our opponent certainly has ways to heal or maybe to prevent themselves from dying. We'll see what they pick up. Damage going face. They've already played 1 Eviscerate, so we would not be dead to double Eviscerate here. And drawing additional pirates, I don't think this really helps them. And they re-equip the Kingsbane, so that is actually just going to do it. Final thoughts, I had a lot of fun playing this deck. 70 games played, I'm still not bored. I plan to continue playing this deck in the future. Also, it has the added bonus of just being a strong deck in the Wild format. If you're still watching, please remember to like the video. Also consider subscribing to the channel for more content from me. If you're looking for additional Wild decks, please check out the Wild deck playlist on the channel. Thank you again, and I'll see you next time.